Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. I don't know when you're seeing this, but welcome back to day 5. So proud of myself, you guys. So proud of myself. You just don't even understand. But anyway, this is day 5 of getting your mind right countdown to the new year. Like I said in the beginning, a lot of people do Vlogmas. I am doing a countdown to the new year because I think that is very important as we cross into 2026. And what better way to start a new year is to start right in our mind and in our hearts. And so, welcome to day 5. I got my coffee. I'm from Virginia, please. I got my coffee. There you go. And I've been sitting here journaling, one of my mini journals that are around my house. But I've been sitting here journaling and just thinking about this year. And as I mentioned in one of my videos before, sitting on the steps is one of my go-to places just to think and to, it's like I'm by myself. Even though it's the stairway, my stairway, it curves around, but like this spot right here on my stairway, it's like, it's my spot. And so I just sit here. I like to journal, read, and just think. So welcome to another spot in my house that is sacred to me. But let's get into day 5, which is regret. Before we hop into day 5, let me ask you guys this. Have you started unplugging? Have you started cleaning or trying to figure out what you're going to clean? So if you haven't, you got some work to do. Catch up to day 5. But all right, so let's jump into this. All right, so I made a video recently about regret, having regret, going down that road of what ifs. And that can really haunt a person if they're starting a new chapter in their life, a new year. And we don't want to go into the new year having regrets about what did or did not happen this year in 2025. Any missed opportunities that we had, some wrong choices that we might have made, or things we wish we could redo. Lord knows I have made a plethora of mistakes this year. And well, let me not say plethora. I have made mistakes this year. A huge one, but one huge one. But I have made mistakes this year. But I have no regrets about how this year went. None whatsoever. And I'm gonna get into the reasons why. So today we are going to reframe the mindset of regret. We are going to learn how to not think of every hardship, everything that happens wrong in our life as something bad. We're going to reframe it as a lesson we can use straight from God. Because if God is sovereign, nothing was wasted, not even the painful parts. So let's talk about what we are actually reframing. Regret often shows up as, if only I had, or why did I stay so long? I should be further in life by now. That decision ruined everything. Regret tells us that our past disqualifies us, but scripture tells us a different story. In Romans 8, verse 28, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. So all things include the wrong turn, the delay, the relationship that did not last, or the opportunity that did not work out. That one, that's me this year. That is me this year. God does not erase our past. He redeems it. So I know you're asking, like, why do regrets keep us stuck? If you didn't know that, regrets do keep us stuck. Regrets are dangerous because it anchors us to what we cannot change. It creates shame instead of growth, and it makes us replay the past in our heads instead of preparing for the future. So some of the worldly regret is, I failed, but God sees it as, I learned. The enemy wants regret to paralyze you. God wants reflection to prepare you. Regret looks backward with condemnation, and wisdom looks backwards with understanding. This is how you change regret to a lesson. Instead of asking, why did this happen to me? Which we've all done. I know I've been in prayer. God, why would you allow this to happen? Instead ask, Lord, or, you could be talking to yourself, as I do often. You could ask, what am I supposed to get from this? Lord, I know this happened. This, whatever happened to you. Lord, I know this happened, but what am I supposed to get from this? How is this situation going to help me grow? Or the biggest thing that I love is asking God, what is it that you wanted me to see about myself? What did you want me to see in that other person that I haven't been able to see? Or, Lord, what is it that you want me to see about you and what I can get from you, or what I can get, or what you can help me to do? That last one is something that I do say often, because a lot of times in our lives, we look to other people to be certain things in our life instead of looking to God to be that person for us. So not only do we need to look within ourselves and say, well, what am I supposed to be doing? How am I supposed to be looking at myself? What can I learn from myself? But what is it that I'm supposed to be learning about God? That's me. I often say this to people that go through hardships, and I mean it so very much. Trials are teachers. Trials, big or small, are the way we learn in life. Please do not go through life thinking that God is trying to punish you. So in one of my videos, a couple months ago, I think, I put in there that I prayed for wisdom. And God doesn't just snap his fingers and you're going to be wise. No, God is going to put you through a series of trials and tests so you can come out on the other side wiser than you were when you started. And that's what has happened to me this year. It happened to me like he answered my prayer by taking me through certain things to get me to where I can say that I'm white now. I'm wiser because of what I've been through. Now, am I completely done? No. God ain't done with me yet. He is not at all. But I can say that I'm better this year than I was last year. And that's all that counts. Step 2 would be separating your identity from your experience. What you went through is not who you are. So I think it was in day 2, I talked about an experience that I had in February of this year where I acted out. And that is not, what I did was not at all who I am. And I know that. But it is actually who I used to be. Well, your experience was a chapter, not your whole book. Your mistake was a moment, not your identity. God names you redeemed, forgiven, chosen, still called. Not behind, not too late, not disqualified. So step 3 for me looks like recognizing growth that you did not have before. So ask yourself, what do I know now that I did not know then? Or what boundaries do I have now because of what happened? Or you could even ask yourself, what discernment did this season give me? I'm big on discernment. What discernment did this season give me? Some lessons don't come through success. They come through experience. So again, I have an exercise for everybody. I really do. So every video that I have will have some kind of exercise or challenge attached to it. And it's because I really do want you guys to start to think about how is it that I can go into the new year not focused on 2025, if that makes sense. I want you to be able to be better in the new year. I want you to be able to be at peace with where you are in life. I know that is difficult, and it does take practice. And I will say this. I have things going on in my life right now that I don't understand. I don't like, but I am embracing this holiday season. I am truly enjoying Christmas right now, even though like I have life-changing issues right now, and I am not letting that get me down. I'm not making that a focus. Do I recognize it? Do I think about it probably once a day or so? But I'm not letting it take over my joy, because my life is not my own. I say that all the time when I pray. Lord, my life is not my own. I'm here for you. And when you put that in perspective, it's like, what is it that you want me to do, God? What is it that you want me to do? And a lot of times, and I'm going off on a tangent now, I know, but a lot of times I hear, be still. Or I will literally hear, be patient. And so that's what I'm doing. And I pray and I sit and I wait and I listen. Okay, so now that I've said all that, let me get off my soapbox and I'm gonna go over this little exercise I have for you. So I want to make this practical for you. So grab your journal and I want you to write down in your journal, what is one thing that I regret from this year? One thing I regret from this year is, and fill in that blank. Now reframe this by saying, what did this teach me about myself? What did it teach me about God? What will I do differently moving forward? So one example that I can 1,000% tell you about is a lot of people that know me know I was in a long-term relationship in my early to late 20s. I was with a young man for 7 years. And there were various reasons why I broke up with him. One of the reasons was that the relationship was just very stagnant. It was going absolutely nowhere. And that's one of the reasons why I decided to separate. But, you know, one regret that I always held on to was I stayed too long, which 7 years is a long time without commitment, without anything. But one lesson I learned from that was I learned the importance of boundaries and discernment. I learned, and I'm not going to get in, I'm not going to get deep into the story about discernment in that relationship, but I absolutely learned that lesson on discernment. I learned how to listen to myself, my gut, and God during that relationship. And I came out better from it. Did I learn that lesson right away? Absolutely not. It took me years of dealing with other men to realize, that's what I got from my previous relationship. And so, again, that was a bad situation that happened in my life. I regretted staying the amount of time that I did, but I absolutely 1,000% learned from it. So there you go. Not everything is good in life, but God used it for good. So if you've been with me for a while, you know that I love Bible stories. Like, I have read the Bible cover to cover twice. And Bible stories are the best thing in the world. Like, I enjoy reading the Bible. But there is biblical truth to regret as well. If you think about how Joseph was betrayed, the outcome was he learned leadership. If you think about Moses running in fear, he learned humility. If you think about Peter denying Jesus, he learned grace. Paul persecuted believers, but he learned purpose. None of them wasted their story. They let God reframe it. Restoration does not always look like getting it back. Sometimes it looks like getting it wiser. Always remember that. All right, so that is the end of day 5, you guys. Oh my goodness. I am so, and I did not drink not one sip. Now I gotta reheat it. Great. I'm trying some mocha peppermint creamer. So if you want to, below you can comment what you learned this past year, what you're grateful for, even if it came from something painful. You know, we all go through it. That's another thing that you have to recognize, is that we all go through trials. I don't care if somebody looks like they have the most perfect picture life in the world. They are going through something. We are human. We make mistakes. We invite people that are not all the time good for us in our life. We're dealing with parents or children or aunts, uncles, cousins, friends that are dealing with other stuff. We invite other people's pain into our lives, or, you know, situations. And so everybody's all dealing with something. And please don't think that you're alone in this, because you're not. So I just wanted to say that, because I know sometimes it feels like you're on an island by yourself dealing with situations, and that's just not the case. You are not the only ones that are going through a hard time. Maybe yours might be significantly, you know, more than someone else, but you're not alone. So I just wanted to put that up. But I pray that everybody is having a good Monday and all is well. I hope and pray that you are enjoying your holiday season. And I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, and share it with your friends and family, because somebody somewhere is living in regret, and that is just a place we don't want to carry into the new year. So I will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.